Good morning. The aim of this talk is to share with you how we built an exception tracker for Elixir applications so that you can more easily choose how to solve this in your Elixir projects, or either by coding it yourself or assessing and choosing a package dependency. For those who I haven't yet met, my name is Gonzalo. I've been in software engineering for 15 years, Elixir for the last 5. Working the last 2.5 years at Mimic. We are a team of software engineers building software for other companies, mostly focused and experienced in Elixir and JavaScript. First, I will explain what motivated us to build an exception tracker, then go through the building process, and last, present the published package and its features. So, quick clarification of what I meant by exceptions or exception tracker. I don't mean error handling like Elixir error tuples or expected user error flows. I mean actual exceptions, unexpected exceptions breaking the normal flow of an Elixir program, like in this case an arithmetic exception, or the manual raising of an exception. So in an Elixir application, within its process tree, an exception occurs in a process, it crashes, potentially restarting or depending on its configure strategy, but we still want to know what happened, that something happened, by being informed somewhere. So almost 2 years and a half years ago, at the beginning of 2023, at Mimic, we released a small subscription-based web product built with Elixir and Phoenix. We had it configured to report any unexpected exception automatically to our rollbar account using the rollbacks Elixir package. A few months later, we had a bug in our application that was initially caused by the occurrence of a runtime exception, for which we hadn't been notified in our rollbar account. So looking at the GitHub repository of this package, we realized it had not been very active for at least a few years. In particular, there were some GitHub issues open for a little while, claiming that the package was not reporting some exceptions when using alongside the latest Elixir version at the moment. Without digging too deeply then, we forked the repository, recycled a few of the proposed changes to the listening logic, and pushed the patch to production, to our production application, and that worked fine for a while. But a bit more than half a year later, in early 2024, as we were updating again our application to the now latest Elixir version, we learned that during this process, Elixir had made further changes that continue affecting rollbacks exception listening strategy, and at the same time, rollbacks still appear to be inactive on GitHub. So we decided it was worth at least try building a replacement for ourselves. So at first, we only focused on implementing exception listening on our own application source code. We researched a bit the topic and learned that reasonable options were, number one, use Plug's error handler module to listen to exceptions in web requests. That is to say, use the module in the router, handle exceptions with this callback, and with the important note that this will only listen to exceptions occurring in web requests, not exceptions happening in other processes like background tasks or other independent processes part of the supervision tree. Number two, listen to telemetry events that some modules and packages emit when detecting exceptions, or hooking into the Erlang and Elixir logging system, which seemed to be the most comprehensive solution. So we started with this. But back to rollback a bit, we learned that it used, when looking into the implementation, plugs error handler for web request exceptions, and the error logger an error logger handler for other exceptions. And this hooking into the error logger was the cause of the issues. There have been major improvements to the logging system, both in Erlang and Elixir. In short, Erlang's error logger module was deprecated and was replaced since Erlang 21 with a new module called just logger back in 2018. And logger uppercase, the Elixir logger module, which was back in the day integrated with the Erlang error logger, had been transitioning between Elixir 1.7 and 1.15 to be a fully integrated wrapper of the new Erlang logger. So in summary and visually, we initially had the error logger era until 2018. The transition period, you might call it, where Elixir logger integrated with both Erlang's error logger and logger, and the current era after Elixir 1.15, where error logger is fully deprecated and Elixir doesn't support it anymore. So with this in context, we could now better understand what the following rollbacks GitHub issue was referring to. Looking a bit closer to the Elixir logger documentation, we found that in the metadata section, there was an interesting mention of something called the crash reason. Quoting the documentation, whenever a message is logged, additional information can be given via metadata. A crash reason contains a two-element tuple with the exception reason and a stack trace. The default formatter ignores this metadata by default, but it can be useful to certain handlers, such as the ones that report errors to third-party services. So this is what we needed. So a logger handler can be any module that defines just a log function receiving a log event and some configuration. So our plan was turn off rollbacks listening and write a simple logger handler matching on crash reason. So first naive implementation, just print out any receive event for the handler. When we tried raising a runtime exception from any unlinked asynchronous task, we receive a log event with the crash reason in the metadata, and with the stack trace as the second tuple element, abbreviated for space reasons in the slide. When we manually log an error string, we do get an event, but without a crash reason. So we improved our implementation by matching on crash reason to grab the exception and the stack trace, and we call a function named, in this case, report, with these as arguments, but within that report function, we still use rollbacks reporting functions. At the moment, we didn't want to re-implement reporting. So back to listening, do we still need to use plugs error handler if we have the logger handler? And as far as we could tell, web request exceptions would land in the logger as log messages when using either cowboy or bandit as plug adapters. So technically, we didn't. So we pushed to production and ran it. But after a while, we realized that open jobs, exceptions in open jobs were not being reported because we learned Oban rescues this, and doesn't re-raise them manually, doesn't re-raise them intentionally, but it emits a telemetry event with the exception information instead. So we have a telemetry event handler matching on these events that call the same report functions that we were calling from the logger handler. So we ended up with something like this. Fixed to production. Are we done? Are we tracking every exception? So Elixir has 3 error mechanisms. This is from the Elixir documentation: errors, throws, and exits. So we were not. Back to the crash reason. In reality, the crash reason can be a 2-element tuple in which the first element can have different shapes. It is most commonly an Elixir exception struct. It can contain a thrown value which wasn't caught in the application with a special atom no catch next to it. And all other matches are non-normal exits, like, for example, a process timeout or a no process exit. So if we throw a value on an asynchronous task, we verify that we get that crash reason signaling the thrown value. So we improve our logger handler to have these 3 different clauses: one for exceptions, throws, and exit reasons. And fixed to production, and after a few weeks in production and a few more improvements, we were happy with the solution so far. So what do we do about reporting? We asked, should we re-implement reporting to rollbar and package this in a new rollbar notifier for Elixir, similar to what rollbacks did? We were not sure. We were just solving exception listening in Elixir in a general way. And on top of that, we also realized that this very same bug that rollbacks had was also happening to the Bugsnag Elixir package, which reports to Bugsnag, a similar service to rollbar. So we can only thank Bugsnag and Rollback's Elixir package authors for their probably pro bono work on these packages, but priorities shift for people and our organizations, which is normal. So we wanted to chime in and try to help solve this problem for as many packages out there. So it felt that this listening logic would be a bit wasted if only packaged with notification to only one third party. So let's just package the exception listener in a new package, and we let reporters just be a configuration option. So a few months later, we extracted the listening logic out of our application to a new package, and we published to XPM. We call it Tower, a vendor agnostic exception tracker. It auto-starts on Elixir boot, installs the handlers automatically, and passes any event to the config reporters with a well-defined struct we call Tower event. We also wrote and published a separate package named Tower Rollbar that depends on Tower, implements Tower reporter behavior, meaning that it knows nothing about listening to exceptions in Elixir. It only receives events in this behavioral callback with the exception information. Transforms that event into a JSON payload and sends the HTTP request to the Rollbar API. So after a few months, we ended up implementing a few more. One for Bugsnag, email, Slack, and a few more. Fast forward to today. After a few more improvements, maturing it, and more than 20 versions released, we're at 0.8, not too far from stable v1, which is pretty stable right now. So while a third-party library most commonly handles capturing, formatting, and reporting within one application, one library or package, Tower is concerned only on capturing and building this well-defined struct and leaving the work of formatting and reporting to the particular destination within the scope of that particular reporter. So you can choose reporter package, one or many of the available packages, reporter packages, and not depending on that one, not directly on Tower. So make your proper configurations, like listing this one as a reporter in the configuration, and probably a few more, like setting API keys or something like that for third-party services. That's it. It will just track and report automatically to whatever destination is concerned with. A list of the available reporters. Or you can depend on Tower directly if you want. Implement a custom reporter by defining behavior, implementing the behavior of the Tower reporter, and have fun. Optional features. Also including reports, not just exceptions, but also logger messages, like depending on the level, like error, warning, or info, or other levels. Ignoring some exceptions based on their shape. Including also on the reports the logger metadata, like for example on Phoenix application or request ID. Also, we expose functions for manual reporting in case you're handling exceptions manually. And built-in ephemeral reporter, we call it, is just it's just a gen server or an agent just starting by default in your application and retaining the last 50 Tower events for you to query, maybe useful in development and test, but probably maybe also on production console. So wrapping up, we learned a bit about how all these modules can be used to listen to exceptions in Elixir. Special thanks to the Erlang OTP and Elixir teams for their great work on improving the logging experience in the last few years, which made implementing Tower very easy for us. So closing out, I hope I was able to shed some lights into the inner workings of exception tracking in Elixir, helping you accomplish some of this in your project if you want to code it yourself, or helping you better assess and decide which package to use, or even whether you are tracking exceptions the way you expect with your current configuration. Thank you.